Cole, why was this alert issued and what does it mean?
Well, Colette, as you mentioned there, it doesn't mean that there's going to be immediate power outages, but it just means that the buffer between demand and supply has decreased and that we could see power outages in the future if this continues. Now, there's a number of reasons for this. Number one is the good weather. There's low wind energy at the moment. There's also reduced energy imports from abroad. And as well as that, there is also forced outages at a number of generators. Now, while there's no immediate impact on customers, there will be concern among some people because obviously we do have that ongoing energy crisis due to the war in Ukraine, and as well as that there is further demands on the national grid due to the number of data centres that we have. So obviously if power outages were to be happening during the winter, it would be a huge cause of concern, but perhaps not so problematic at the moment because everyone is enjoying the good weather. Many people out and about here in Portmarnock today, obviously out of the house trying to cool down here at the beach. Many people as well arriving here for the day. It looks like plenty of people bringing picnics and games and toys and activities, which is of course fantastic as long as they remember to bring their rubbish home with them, because local authorities say that while beaches may look absolutely beautiful when people arrive, it's a very different story when they arrive. And cameraman Conan Doyle and I spent the morning with Fingal County Council's clean-up crew here in Portmarnock and at Burrow Beach in Sutton. Beer bottles, clothes, toys and plastic containers. Just some of the rubbish left on Burrow Beach in Sutton in North Dublin after yesterday, with Fingal County Council workers out cleaning from 6 a.m. to get it ready for today.
People are not taking away the stuff that they bring with them. If they could do that, just help us out a little bit. Our bins are getting packed up. OK, use the bins as much as possible, but please take away what you can and don't be putting barbecues into bins. They just burn the whole lot of them out on us and it makes more work for us. We can only do so much. If you had a barbecue in your back garden, would you just leave everything behind you and just leave it all in the garden and let somebody else think about coming in and cleaning it up? Treat this as your back garden and try and keep it clean for everybody else as well.
After the last bank holiday, workers spent more than 6 hours collecting 10 tonnes of rubbish from here, and with several other beaches in the area, the council says it's difficult to allocate so many resources to just one area and fears that any rubbish that's missed can injure humans and wildlife.
If you have young kids coming down here and there's broken bottles in the sand and all that, you know, they're getting their feet cut or whatever. So, of course, yeah, it's picking up all the butts, bottle caps, everything else that's just lying around. You know, you've got all sorts of mammals out there and they're all coming in here. So, look, you don't want all the stuff washed out into the sea for them to digest.
After Burrow, workers moved on to Portmarnock, where early morning beachgoers say sometimes it's left in a terrible condition.
Well, it's absolutely dreadful. I've often walked here and found a load of nappies and stuff like that, you know, and bottles and cans. So it's really bad. The guys clean it up very early in the morning, that's great. But after that, in the evenings, it's dreadful.
Well, the weekends, after a busy weekend, would be really dirty. But I think everyone is getting more eco-friendly and looking after the beach their way, aren't they now?
After hours of work, the beach was finally clean, but local authorities are appealing to people to bring their rubbish home if the bins are full, so everyone can enjoy our beaches from early morning until late at night. So local authorities like Fingal County Council really appealing to people just to pull together and to leave the beach as you would like to find it. Just a reminder as well with people heading to the beach that swimming between the flags is the safest place to swim. That is the lifeguarded area. And also a reminder from the ESB today not to swim in any reservoirs around the country because they can have very deep and fast flowing water and the levels of the reservoirs can change very quickly.